Welcome everyone here to Germany für die große Preis von Deutschland, here at the well-established Hockenheimring. With its 16 turns and with a lot of variety among them, it's a highly demanding circuit. It's also quite famous among me and a lot of others for putting a makeshift cleaning bottle on the roof of its paddock from time to time. This circuit is absolutely shrouded in history. It means a hell of a lot to win here, and that's what 24 aspiring drivers are wishing to do today. After the last two races in Brno and Jerez produces with the two best races in MMS history by far, this race has even more lying on its shoulders. It has a huge burden to carry. Weather is all dry today, so let's get down to the grid, which is a lot spicier than usual.
It is spicy indeed. So on pole position we have Marco Cargill, who has been put into the seat of Mercedes, replacing Tegan Skinner, who has been booted out for poor performances. F in the chat. P2 is James Smith, finally doing something good. Yes, I am happy for that man. Call me biased, but come on. Then the rest of you have Too Good, Murray, Kapusek, Johnston, Littlegram, Teller, Valyak, Aarons, who has been put into the place of Cargill, Halston, Material, De Sturman, Eugen, Zage, McHugh, Agnes, Pereira, De Jong, F in the chat, Jankowski, Kautokean, Jones, Chinami, and Jans, who rounds off the grid once again. I think it's the third time this season that she rounds off the grid. Anyway, so for that done, let's get to the 9 red lights.
Yes, indeed. They should all come. They're all going to come on at once. It's not going to be a sequence here as the leaders begin to rev their engines. Cargill starting from pole in his first race for Mercedes. Here come the lights.
Lights out and away we go.
Ignore everyone's going off to the side. It's a good start from Marco Cargill. Also from Smith, who's going to be down the inside, going to the first corner. Everyone halving it and cutting the course. It has been allowed by the FIA for this race. Front wing's gone off there, I think, or was it just one of the bollards? But into the turn 2 now, first braking zone, and Cargill and Smith are okay. There's a battle between Murray and Mittergrom here, and now Vajak's taking advantage of going up the inside to turn 4 and onto the kinky, and onto the long straight of a kink in it. And Murray's in the slipstream of Vajak here. Johnson also eyeing down this McLaren. We got Michael Teller, who's who's still holding down 9th position.
And now down the inside of Cargill.
Double dive bomb. She puts it down inside of
it's
two cars and takes them both.
Oh, that's Agnes who's part of front wing.
Spin in the back, it's one of the Saubers.
And we have a safety car.
Has spun out. It is a huge crash.
We have a safety car.
Agnes has jumped over about half the cars. Look at the amount of... Wow, that's a lot of cars there. De Jong caught up in it as well.
We have the first safety car of the season.
And we do have a safety car on lap 1.
Valyak was spun out by himself.
Got T-boned by Murray.
So many cars involved.
Look at Agnes here. Agnes does a bunny hop through the middle.
Do you remember in New York, the New York E-Prix?
Yes, I remember that with, was it Van Dorn?
Oh dear.
Everyone, no, stop guys, go a bit faster.
No.
The leaders have gone away, so we have a safety car here.
No. Yes, go, come on.
It just seems that Valyak is holding everyone up here. Come on, guys, overtake him.
I think Valyak's engine died.
Valyak's got a big problem. Oh my goodness.
Oh, you're kidding me.
I hate to laugh, but that's just R Factor AI in a nutshell.
Yeah, we'll carry on.
Okay, the safety car, it seems to be sorted out now. Everyone's cleared. Valyak, guys, please stop hitting into each other.
It's fine. We can do this. First safety car in history of the rebooted MMS.
So the safety car has come out. There it is. Everyone's caught up to it.
Take pictures, everyone. Take pictures.
We have a working safety car.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Why is Smith's name highlighted in yellow? I don't know.
Because that's basically who Cargill has to follow.
Oh, right, okay. Now, so a lot of about half the grid involved in that.
Jankowski has to pass a lot of cars. Valyak couldn't even pit.
Chinami, Jan, Zage, all these guys have to pass a lot of cars, yeah, as you said. But at the front, Too Good, capitalising on a couple of slow driving from Smith and Cargill in particular. And up into the race lead, Smith maintaining second position.
Fastest lap by Evelyn Too Good, what a surprise.
On the first lap, 1:18, that's about 7 seconds slower than these cars are capable of. Kubasek in 4th, it's pretty standard, just qualifying here, but Marcus Littlegram has once again, he did it last weekend, he climbed 2 places on the first lap.
Yeah,
sorry,
he's
2
flying.
Weekends ago. He's done it again, he's in 5th place. As they come round the final couple of corners.
Yep.
Safety car should be out. Probably being on
It's
the
gonna
next
come
lap.
soon. You know, mind you, they have to catch up and all
Everyone
that.
does have to catch up. Material was involved in the Renault. Once again, he's in the wars.
Mind you, there was a lot of debris as well. So
There was a lot of debris. Valyak still has to come into the pit lane. He's taking his sweet time to get back. Holding up De Jong and Zaitse can't overtake, of course, because we are under safety car conditions. Into the pits he comes.
yep,
Pretty smooth. So,
safety car is working
Alfred's
smoother than I
also coming in.
thought.
yes, safety car's working well.
Yeah, it gives us time to also have a bit of a chat. So Michael Teller, definitely highlight of the race. Also Einar
How is
Arends.
Michael Teller in 8th position? He's escaped trouble on the first lap. My word, if we saw Jack Agnes got 2 points last race after penalties. On track he finished, what, 12th, 13th?
Oh,
so
look.
Teller currently is outdoing him.
Also Einar Arends on debut, scoring points at the moment, and points being positioned for Zauber.
He's gained 1 position, of course, his teammate. Still in the race, but not where he wants to be, I'm sure.
Also,
having been spun round.
despite the departure of Cargill from Zauber, the Portuguese government will still continue to fund the Swiss team till the end of the season. So, yay for Zauber.
I'm glad that is, because it's a very nice livery, very striking.
Yeah,
So it looks like, oh no, the safety car's still here. Is it going to be...
I think
going
it's gonna be like maybe lap 4. That's how long
Okay.
it may get.
Remember, we are expecting... This track is quite heavy on fuel use. Expecting a 2-stop, maybe a 1-stop if
Yeah,
the guys can get
so
a customer around. Yet
yeah,
there's the
safety car is in.
Green flag, we are underway. Evelyn Tugger gets the German Grand Prix back underway on lap 3, starting lap 4 as we cross the line now, and she's holding a nice inside line for Smith. Has also got a good
Smith
restart.
is already thinking
Cargill a
over
little
the
bit
Cargill
slower,
already makes
but
it
here
over
comes
Smith.
Cargill up the inside. Marco Cargill's up the inside of the Red Bull going in towards turn 2 now. Through the
No,
kink.
he's not making it yet. Kabusek on the inside
There goes
turn
Kabusek
3.
now through turn 4 and
Turn 4,
onto the straight and towards turn 5. This long kink here. It's Evelyn Tugger leading for Smith. Kubasek side by side with Carragher with Litzgome and Murray in the background waiting for a crash to happen and pounce on it. As now here's Carragher, he's sat back
And
in.
Litzgome-
Here goes Litzgome. Oh no, he's got into the back of him. Marcus Litzgome's front wing detaching from the Red Bull car. He was running in
Once
5th
again.
place. Red Bull woes again, and once again Marcus Litzgome is the first one.
And now
of the Red Bulls to be
Arends
affected.
on the
Einar
outside.
Arends is trying to take advantage of Johnson being bottled up here, and is he going to do it? Not quite. Johnson's able to hold
Teller
him.
drops the P9.
Michael Teller might though.
So Arends
So-
over to Teller, but Teller makes the move. Very
Teller's trying to go up the
aggressive.
inside. Remember, all these guys will gain a position when Litzgome pits at the end of this lap, but he's holding an
Arends on the
absolute train
outside.
up. Arends and Teller both go past him. Eugen passes him. De Sturman as well.
And the Toro Rosso is
Shane
held
McHugh.
up.
McHugh being held up behind as Littlegram comes into the pit lane. And he's going to drop right to the back of the grid now.
I'm gonna change
So,
the camera.
back to the front. Evelyn Tugger leads this race from Smith. Kubasek has got past Carragher as we saw. And now
Ooh, two
Joseph Murray
wheels.
is lining him up.
2 wheels for
Now-
Joseph Murray there.
Of
That's
course,
a bit of a-
Mercedes' home race. They'll be looking to do well. But of course, De Jong caught up in that first lap incident. He's around 20th place right now.
yeah.
He's got a lot of work to do. And now Teller, the HRT's flaws are starting to become ever clearer. As now here comes Kai Eugen in the Williams up the inside at turn
And
6.
Carreras,
And
no, sorry,
Eugen
De Sturman
gets
navigates his
past,
way.
and
Three
that's gonna be
wide.
3 wide here. Jankowski has decided he wants this to be 3 wide, going into a flat corner into turn 8 now.
And now
Teller
Jankowski
has
still
position.
sends it.
Jankowski's done up the inside at turn 8, now turn 9 and 10. On the outside, he's got the place. Nice move from Kiwi Jankowski. Nice aggressive move.
Halstead.
Halstead, remember, got lost his front wing with when Valjak decided to be a slow coach.
Ah, yeah, sorry. My bad. And then we have Zage, Jans, and De Jong as well.
Yeah, he's right at the back, 24th position, so he must
Smith
have
now
lost his front
very
wing.
close to Too Good though.
Smith is close.
That's
He
now
got to the
Murray
back
onto
of the
Kubasek.
McLaren.
Not gonna work.
Murray and Kubasek very close as well. Turn 16, not really a conventional overtaking spot because it's still, of course, part of the old track. It's quite narrow. Now we're getting into the wider part. Instead of going straight on, we're going onto the new layout at
Yeah.
turn 2. I say new, it's what?
That's quite
19,
old.
20 years old.
It's
Newer
still
than the old layout, let's say
Yeah.
that. So Smith in the slipstream with Tuga down this straight. This is the longest flat-out blast on this circuit. Here comes Smith. He's in the slipstream of the McLaren. Does he go to the inside? No, he sits in
no.
behind the McLaren. But someone
But
making a move,
that's
Joseph Murray, the other one.
very wide.
He's up the inside,
Murray,
he's gone
sorry.
wide, he's got the place.
Yeah, Murray
Good
doing
overtake.
great. There's now Aaron's and
Oh,
Eugen
Aaron's is
fighting
going
out.
side by side with Kai Eugen. That's for 7th position. And now Aaron's on debut, filling the seat of Marco Carrigal, who's a bit up the road.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron's was a title contender in an FJ. Have to admit, he has a lot of pace, so good one from Sauber for using him.
Certainly seemed to be proving his worth.
Yeah.
Not in the results, but more in his actual on-track ability.
And there's the
now,
Packy
we've got a
boys.
battle at the back here. This is Teller holding up Carter Kayan, who's trying to go around the outside. Teller has very much fallen down the order since the safety car restart, down 5
Alex
places.
Jones, though, very smooth.
Jones at Saxe-Kurve, it's a narrow corner, you shouldn't really be seeing overtakes at
There's
Saxe-Kurve,
Chinami and
but the drivers
Agnes.
are free to do what they want, and now Agnes is defending from Chinami. Agnes still ahead, and we've got Pereira again. What is it with Pereira and being in the back marker battles?
I don't know, Pereira has a lot of pace, it's just I don't think
Remember
the
back
Force
to
India
race 1
car
and
is
race
suiting
2.
him.
Remember back to Brno when Pereira lost a point on at the very last corner of the
Yeah.
very last lap, and now
No.
trying to overtake Jones on the outside at turn 4, hung out to dry a little bit.
Mind you, Force India should be fast, they have the Mercedes engine.
They should be pretty fast in a straight line, and in general. Oh,
Yeah.
should not be languishing down at the back. He's up the
I
inside.
mean,
There's
sends
the
it.
superior braking.
Yeah.
So up into 14th place, and now a bit further ahead, De Stroman's currently holding down the final points position, holding on from Shane McHugh. Toro Rosso have just upgraded to Tier 2. Big upgrades for this race. After
Yep.
McHugh brought them a bunch of them after a very good result.
A lot of upgrades for Ferrari as well.
It's working on one car. I mean, Ferrari's been in the middle of... It's been higher midfield all season. It's never really been at the front.
Yeah.
I mean, at Brno, Kubicek qualified on the front row, but didn't finish there. And now we're on board with Richard Johnson with his lovely camera angle right next to the cockpit. We can see how much the helmet is moving, how much he's having to concentrate here.
Yeah, there's a
He
lot of
reduced the speed of the
G-forces flowing through the
The
driver.
helmet jumps forward a little bit as the momentum of braking. But this Renault have definitely been the most overachieving team of the season. They actually got the most points of any constructor last time out at Jerez.
I mean Jerez. That's a cursed race, as now Smith has got off to
Still
too good,
can't
but
get past
Carrigal
Toogood.
is following him through.
Carrigal's doing well in the Mercedes, to be fair. Bad start, but he's still there in 3rd position. Everything's calmed down a lot here.
Yep.
After the opening lap incident, you can see a couple of cars in the background.
Yeah. Also, I proved that safety cars are actually possible.
So, Toogood holding on from Smith here through the last sector, the narrow part of the track, the old part of the track.
Smith very
This has
close to
always
too good.
existed.
Look at the traction the Red Bull has now. It's going to
That
be.
Red Bull is so quick out of the corner. He's in the slipstream going down towards turn 1.
It's going to be a
Is he going to
move.
put a move on? Yes, he is. But he gets
That
a
didn't
bad
pay
one.
off. Yeah, the rear wheel. You could see that it kind of like clipped the curb, and that sent him
It
into.
dips into the curb, exactly. It's a little bit lower, the green patch that he was using, which you are allowed to use.
Yeah.
FIA has not ruled against it.
Litogram, just
So
checking.
trundling around in 18th position.
Yeah, but look at the pace
And
now.
Smith's
Smith
got back at
right
two
on the
behind the
back.
hairpin. He is really biding his
He's
time.
not-
He's still sitting in behind.
As Murray
waiting-
tries to make him on Carrigal,
He's
doesn't
waiting
just
for an
yet.
opportunity, but he's really just stuck behind Toogood, and look what it means. Carrigal and the other McLaren of Murray are catching him. Kubicek is 3 seconds behind him.
As now Smith sends it onto
Oh, he's
Toogood.
gone up the inside. I didn't see that. Initially, I was looking at the Delta. Smith has taken the lead. He's got past
As
at
now
turn
Murray
9
has
and finished
passed.
at turn 10.
Murray has passed Carrigal. As
Murray's
Carrigal
on the
then
outside of Carrigal going into turn 11. Is he going to be...
pushes him
through this
onto the
round
curb.
outside? My word, that would have been a sensational overtake because it's so narrow. It's quite difficult to, when you're side by side to go from a wide part of the track to a narrow, because of course you have to adapt your line for it.
It's a driver's eye with Joseph Murray.
He's
he
Carrigal was late
lifted.
on the brakes.
He lifted.
Barely on the throttle. Got the position. But yeah, through now turns 30 to 14 into the double right-hander to finish lap turn 15 to 16. Kai Eugen still holding on in 7th position, and Jankowski's in 8th. So Williams are both cars in the top 8. They're doing a good job.
Yeah.
In all fairness to them, they're doing a
Also,
very good job. so
another
far.
interesting fact about this race, it has been extended to 30 laps. What do you think about that?
Well, more pit stops hopefully, and more laps of action at the back. as now these leaders are starting to get caught. St. Aaron's is the fastest lap. That's a good way to start your debut. These guys are getting caught. Smith's gap to Kubasek
That's now Too
a lap
Good.
ago was 3 seconds. It's now 1.4 as Evelyn Too Good has gone down.
And now Carrigal thinks of it, backs out of it.
Carrigal's now sitting pretty in the slipstream. Smith has cut ahead of the McLaren.
Carrigal to the outside.
Sends one, my word, and Smith holds it.
Carrigal on the inside now. Doesn't work. He's still very close.
More grip on the outside of turn 10. We've seen a lot of outside overtakes and holding onto the position around the outside as Murray's up the inside again. He can't get past
Kubasek. And
here
Johnson.
Here comes Johnson trying to take advantage. He's up the inside of 2 cars.
This car Eugene.
Johnson and Eugene both putting moves on. Johnson's picked up 2 places here.
And now Johnson on the outside, Kubasek on the outside as well, passes Eugene, now right on the back of the gearbox.
Eugene hasn't gained a place at all, but Johnson has leapfrogged 2, I'd like to say, superior cars.
And now
as we see Carrigal mounting the curb as he nears the back of the McLaren Evelyn Too Good, whose pace seems to have disappeared down a drain. It's absolutely nowhere.
Chinami.
Oh, McHugh's lost the front wing again. What's happened here? He was running at the higher end of between 10 and 20. This is a long time ago.
I mean, good we caught it.
We're going back over a lap now for Shane McHugh. I think he might have just made a mistake on his own.
Yeah, maybe might have been a
lockup. Locked up at turn 6.
Yeah, the brakes are very, very. Yeah.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, it's turn 6. He was running in a good position. I was going to say.
The brakes are. You can see the brake glow. You can see the brake glow right here.
He was in 9th position, I believe. So he's thrown away a couple points, and the team weren't ready for him for some reason. So he's dropped. He's probably going to be lapped by the time he comes out of the pit lane. And
might be the case. As now Joseph Murray
looking to put Johnson back in his place on the inside.
Doesn't
Johnson
do it.
With a good exit. I don't know why Murray kept turning there. Johnson has managed to pull ahead. He maintains 4th place.
Maybe some counter see, I don't know, but Murray still sends it.
Johnson continues to frustrate Murray, but not for much longer as Murray gets past at the next corner. He's up. Back
and now Carrigal
into
on to Too Good.
You cannot overtake at turn 11, it's a fact. We have not seen a single overtake round there.
Now on the outside, Carrigal's basically looking everywhere to overtake the young British driver.
Really using that curve. Smith ran a bit wide, and now here goes Too Good up the inside of the Red Bull, but backs out of it.
Carrigal sent off circuit now.
Carrigal track extending a little bit there onto the drag strip, and now in the slipstream with Too Good.
Oh no, drag strip.
Yeah, flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
It's like a flashback to Vietnam moment. Anyway, Carrigal's on the inside. Carrigal, I thought he was going to go down the inside. He's very close to the McLaren, but these guys are all sitting pretty right behind the Red Bull of Smith. On board Vicam here. And that McLaren has got a lot more straight line speed. It's pulled out of the slipstream, trying to go down the side of the Red Bull. Look at the speed the Mercedes has now as they come down to turn 6. Latest on the brakes is Carrigal, but in terms of these two, it was Too Good, but a bad exit. Smith gets traction with the Red Bull, keeps the lead, and now
Carrigal nearly gets the position. Too Good sends it, and outside by side, and Too Good's gonna get the lead. Too Good gets the lead.
Go down the other line at turn 10.
Yeah, get some water, mate. As it's the back marker battle now. Pereira sends it on to Teller, and Jones also follows him through. I think Teller might have some mechanical issue. I don't know.
I've got something stuck in my throat there. I'm okay now.
Back to the world of the L11. Now Carrigal
here for the lead.
He's done it.
As Too Good has taken off, and Marco Carrigal has gone around the outside of the Red Bull at the last corner. Sensational. And now here comes Murray up the inside as well. Johnson is hanging back, looking for a way past.
Johnson, I mean, he already has taken the spotlight of the season with his... overall, Renault have taken the spotlight this season.
They really have. The underdogs of this championship, they are, believe it or not, in Constructors' Championship contention, despite being a Tier 2 team all season long.
As now Murray sends it.
The inside line doesn't really work unless you're
locks it
going
off
into
a bit.
The corner, and there you go again. Proves once more. You have to get alongside, it seems, for you to pull a move off.
As now Johnson and Murray. Johnson
here he goes,
sends
Richard Johnson. He's doing what Murray did to him a lap ago. Here he goes. Johnson on the outside, turn 10. He's done it. He's cleared the front wing.
Yeah.
Just about. Joseph Murray. And Jakob Kubasek is just about there. Thinking of a move on the inside, but not going to work.
Nah,
Now,
he's
the
actually going to
Sax
send
curve,
it.
that might work.
They nearly
'Cause
touched
they'll have-
tyres.
No, Murray holds onto it. Sax curve is hard to overtake. Remember, Sax curve is actually a banked corner.
Yeah, it is.
So, if you run wide enough onto the grass, you're completely finished because the then terrain and elevation changes and you're completely... Yeah, there's no stopping you going into the wall, or you spin out because, you know, change the terrain all of a sudden. But now, we see Smith in third position. He's got Johnson right behind him, and this time around he might be the one attacking and not having to defend at the hairpin. He's a lot closer to Carrigan than he was last lap. Here he comes, the Red Bull.
A lot of straight line speed as well. The Renault engine really gives enough power, and the downforce as well helping. It's less than a...
Is he going to lunge one?
No.
No, he doesn't. He sits in behind. He's waiting for
Johnson.
Tate, as he was with Evelyn Toogood.
I'm
Pretty
looking-
poor run compared to Carrigal's. Carrigal's taken off.
I'm
And
looking at
Johnson is
the...
now eyeing him.
I'm looking at the race predictions, and Littlegrim, the young Carrigal, was the one who was sent by Dead. I mean, we already can scrap off Littlegrim. I mean, can we though?
Carrigal is actually in... Well, Carrigal is in second position right now. But who was the other one? De Jong?
The young, yeah, no, not happening.
De Jong was caught up in
And
the first
Littlegrim.
lap incident. No chance for him. Murray and Kulisek through Saxcover. Murray looking very composed. Championship leader. He's only scored in 2 races, of course. Did not score points in the opening round, but then won the next 2. Currently sits in 5th position, which is where he was around this distance in Jerez. As we start lap 15, so maybe it looks like it will only be a one-stop race here
Yeah.
at Hockenheim.
Despite being such a fuel-weary track, it's going to be one stop, it seems.
Well, of course, they were helped by that safety car period, so maybe this or the next lap we will see a 2-stop. Safety car was out for 3 laps, and
As
now
Naparara
Pereira's down
sends
inside
it
of
onto Jankowski. As Jankowski's pitting.
There we go. Just as I was saying, we have a car in the pit lane this lap, Kiwi Jankowski.
And it's not a
Third.
gearbox failure, so this is an actual pit stop.
He's 12th currently. He's the first man. He'll be the first on track, and he's only 12th. So is that going to provoke all the race
Mind you,
leaders to go
16
now?
laps to go. I don't think this is till the end. As Material
I doubt
really
it will be, as he goes
struggling.
Material. He's making a good recovery after
Yeah.
a terrible start. He's currently 9th. He's trying to take 8th. He's got 8th. Round the outside, he goes at turn 10 once again. So much more grip on the outside when you go side by side, it
Yeah.
seems.
Aaron's catching up to Kubius, like that's a nice thing. As Smith not really making moves on Carrigal yet.
Top 3 pulling away a little bit from Johnson. He's still just about there.
The Sturman and Eugen side by side. The Navigator doesn't navigate his way through.
Eugen's been in the
Japanese.
points all race long. He's been doing a fantastic job. And now Pereira, as soon as I've been saying that he should get out of battling back markers, he has. He's in 11th place. And Jankowski heading for colliding with Agnes's side pod. Agnes unsighted, seemingly that he was pitting. So Jankowski has opened the pit window.
I
Opened the
wonder-
realm of uncertainty. Into the pits he comes. Pit box for Williams is a long way back. Let's see what Williams can do. He's down on his jacks very quickly.
Oh, that's a long one.
But there's a problem or something. It's a long pit stop.
Oh dear, 9.9.
Sean Halstead and Olivia Zage. He's going to come out just ahead of them, I think. He is ahead of them. Now
Just
he
by
comes back out.
millimeters. As there's the yellow flag. Oh
The
dear.
yellow flag. Oh, there's a huge crash at the hairpin involving Kai Eugen, Teller, Agnes is involved. Oh my word, what is Eugen doing? Another front wing gone.
Oh,
on
that's
the-
Eugen out.
Man,
What
and
on
now he's
earth?
crashed into the wall for good measure. What has happened
Oh,
here?
that's Material.
Spins on his own.
Material causes a huge oh dear.
And then Eugen has that's why there were so many front wings. Teller spins to avoid hitting him.
Kautakian
Agnes has
also
rammed into him.
spins. Material, what have you done?
What on earth? I think it's Eugen here. What has Eugen done?
Yeah, Eugen. I
That's-
mean, Eugen was spinning. He kept on the throttle.
I
That's
see
not-
about 5. That was about 5 or 6 front wings lying on the floor there. It's turned into a scrapyard, and suddenly.
And all
there's
the
a
leaders are
picture-
pitting. We missed
The
that.
leaders are in the pits now. The top 3 all pitting.
The leader is spinning now. The leader is spinning now.
Too Good comes into his stall. Carrigal comes into his stall. Smith comes into his stall. Who's away first? Smith might be held up here by Richard Johnson.
Too good.
So is Too Good. Murray also holding up. Too Good's away after 11.1 seconds. Smith just after. Carrigal's going to have to wait. The pair of
No,
them now.
Carrigal
Oh, he's
doesn't
jumped in
wait.
front of Smith. That was dangerous.
That might be a fine.
That was very dangerous. It's not Carrigal's fault, of course. He was released path of him, but this is a heart-in-mouth situation. Look at this.
Nah, it's
Yeah,
it's not that unsafe.
It wasn't actually not too dangerous. Smith had to back off a little bit.
Oh dear.
Oh, Too Good's messed up the braking here.
Yeah, it's
It's
called
now been
brakes,
overtaken
so...
by a certain
Oh.
Alex Jones who doesn't have a front wing. Littlegram has lost a wing as well.
Littlegram survives...
Was this with Eugen?
No, it wasn't with Eugen. He survived the crash with Eugen. Oh no,
Okay, he did lose the front wing with Eugen, yeah. That's a light impact and it's fallen off.
I mean, he's pitting when the pit window is on, so...
Yeah, it's not going to be losing too much time as Jankowski has jumped De Sturman here, and Halstead running at the back of the... Oh,
dear.
He locks up! Everyone on the cold tyres misjudging their braking zone into turn
That
2.
gave me a
Very
heart attack.
So
Kubica
Eugen is retired
Aaron's
from this
pitting,
race. Einar Aarons is
Ferrara.
now pitting. Everyone's coming in. Material has to pit. Of course, he's lost the front wing. That was an unfortunate spin for him, and even more unfortunate, everyone caught up after Kai Eugen
Yeah.
navigated. Teller too. Teller with some very good wreck avoidance, just spinning the car around. Everyone now coming.
Look at
That's a lovely slide from Einar Aarons. Get a gif of that.
Yeah.
These two are so far ahead of the rest of the pack now. As a
Ferrara
result of that
also with a bit of
spin.
a chimichanga there.
So they've both come in at the same time. So you can see who's pit stop quicker by when they go. Pereira is going to hold up Aarons a little bit.
Not
Comes
really.
into his stall.
Not
so
going
Kubicek's
to.
away first. Aarons has a slow pit stop and is away now.
Kubica gained a lot for this pit of Valyak. I think he still has to pit, but still, what on earth? As James got a call from the BBC. A bit sad there. Yeah. Anyways, Johnson now on the back of Einar Aarons. This is for position. Aarons climbed up to P6, avoiding all the carnage. Amazing drive from the Estonian driver debuting here today.
Sorry for that.
Yeah, it's fine. The BBC is a bit frustrating, I know.
Such an annoying person came into my room. Anyway, Johnson side by side of Aarons here. Aarons has been doing a spectacular job.
Suddenly covers off Johnson. The Australian is not going through that Sauber today. Another Valyak. He has.
It's both Saubers in the top 6.
Hasn't Valyak crashed though?
Valyak, yes, he crashed at the first corner. He crashed on the first turn 6, but this is likely to be a 2-stop race. Can make it work. He'll pit soon, and then if he can go to the end and the others can't, we'll see.
Yeah,
But
Smith
anyway,
now trying his best to catch up to Carrigal.
Gained a little bit of time on these guys despite the slow pit stop.
Littlegrim, where is Littlegrim? Oh, there's the Young on his H.
De Jong from the back of the grid is trying to overtake Zach Scrover. That's not going to work on the inside.
Littlegrim is 23rd, he's last. Okay.
He's surely not getting points this race. It'd be a miracle if he does. So all hope for Red Bull now rests with the sole remaining one in the points at least, Smith.
I mean, Smith has a lot of pace. He has proved this season that he has a lot of pace. So I'm looking forward to.
He's led to 2 races. He never led at Brno because of course qualified 15th. Got unlucky in that race of being held up and everything. Yeah, I think he's definitely a championship contender. That Red Bull's probably been the unluckiest team, or at least the team in the wars the most of at least the front runners.
Yep.
Tuga's gone wide. Sachs cover. I don't know if she kept it on the track. She did, but she's lost a lot of
Valyak
time.
is pitting, not enough fuel.
Valyak is pitting on lap 19 out of 30, so he'll go 11 laps to the end of the race. That's that should be doable.
Yeah.
Everyone else managed to do 15 with 3 laps on the safety.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit of
there
a
you go.
punch.
Valyak comes to the pits. So Richard Johnson is fighting with Einar.
Murray has dropped down so much.
They're both ahead of the championship leader, Joseph Murray, and now Too Good. She bolted away, but I guess she was trying to get a gap and then conserve fuel, but the conservation has now led to Marco Carrigal harassing the back of the McLaren down the straight.
This is going to put a spanner in the works for Too Good's championship.
Interesting idea. He's waiting for turn 8, but he's gone wide. He's gone wide, and Smith had to back off there not to hit him. We're on board with the Red Bull now, sitting in 3rd position, eyeing up Carrigal and Too Good. And he's going to be thinking, I have more pace than these guys. I can pass these guys. Too Good and Carrigal. Well, Carrigal's been in a Sauber the whole season. It's a torrid season so far.
As there's a car out of the race. It's Olivia's H.
It's Olivia's H.
What happened here?
Is that from... Oh no! Is that a turn? And drives into the wall. Oh dear, that's unlucky. This is turn 2. Running with
contact
material.
with material.
Oh, no. She wasn't in the points, but she was certainly a contender.
The grass
for them,
unsettles the car. She tries to, and then the car just.
These drivers need to work on their rejoins for sure.
I mean, that's a factor for you. Littergrim,
That might be a safety car because that is on the exit of a corner. So if a car loses grip, has no traction, it could spin into it. Might be a safety car. I doubt it though.
Yeah, I mean, we had similar incidents in Jerez and have no safety car.
I was surprised that turn 6 wasn't a red flag, to be honest.
No, I mean, they handled it, so.
So
as not De Jong is fitting.
De Jong, so he will go to the end of the race on that. So, is that Teller in the points?
Yeah, but mind you, he was in an incident, and now Murray sends it on to Aarons.
Murray and
is
Aarons
defending.
here, side by side. Murray's already cleared one. Fighting with Johnson. Here comes side of Aarons, and he's got the move done. Nice stuff from him.
Aarons still P6. He's flying today. As now Smith on
there's
the
a move for
Carrigal.
second. Smith has finally sent one at the hairpin. It's not gone to plan. Carrigal gets a better run out, as we've seen, run out of the corner, as we've seen all race long. Oh, he's sent one. He's absolutely sent one. Carrigal fortunately turned into the corner because that was going to end in tears if he went for.
You can
tighter line.
tell. Oh wait, look at this. Aarons and Johnson side by side.
Well spotted. Now Johnson's on the outside at turn 8. He's still there. He's ahead. What an overtake by Richard Johnson.
Jankowski goes on 2 wheels.
Aaron's on the curb, the car unsettled, and now Jankowski's also got past. So Aaron's has dropped down to 8th. You've cursed the hell out of him here.
Oh shot.
Seresnia.
Oh shot. You're not better. You're not better.
I'm no better, no. And here comes Smith. He's side by side with Carragher. Are we going to see it? Turn 2.
Yep.
He's on the inside. It's the preferable line.
And
Can he do it? He's not been able to do it. He's on the outside.
He gets pushed on the curb and Carragher very aggressive.
Who's got the better straight line speed? It seems to be the Mercedes.
The Mercedes of the Mercedes.
It's the Mercedes. It's clear.
Yeah.
Well defended by Marco Carragher in the Mercedes. He's proving his worth in that seat.
Yeah.
Jakub Kubicek has caught these guys now, and then it's a 10-second gap to Joseph Murray.
Look at the gap these people have. Oh, there's Jones. That's
Jones
a nice
and cars
train.
and they're holding up too much to cars, including Marcus Litt.
Oh, look at Valiak. How much that car got unsettled by the inside curb. As Holstead trying to do anything. Jans got into the pits.
Jans pitted.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a standard pit stop. So, we've had
Kubicek.
two retirements from this race so far, and at the front, it's become a case of can Smith overtake Carragher? The answer so far being a big fat no. He's tried at turn 1, 2, 6, 8.
Littergrim and Carter just blocks.
Carter Kane just shutting the door on him, pretty much pushing Littergrim onto the curbing on the outside.
The Swede must be fuming.
He is actually being held up by... He cannot pass the Virgin. This is depressing.
There he goes, sends it.
He's lunging it at the Sachs corner.
He just closes the door.
Carter Kane gives no damns about what Littergrim wants to do.
He's like Mahavira Gunatan in Monaco. He's blocking.
He has a right to hold the position. I mean, he's not quite as erratic as Ragunathan at Monaco. That was something special.
And there is the traction of Red Bull finally
kicking in. There goes Littergrim on the inside. Surely, can he do what Smith couldn't on a much slower car?
Yeah,
oh my goodness, no he can't. No he can't. Here comes Carter Kane again. Why are we watching the battle? This is a battle for 18th position, which we are witnessing. And the Virgin's come out on top.
Littergrim on the radio saying something's wrong with the car.
This is quite embarrassing. I don't think there's anything wrong with the car, son.
As now Aaron's onto Yankel.
Oh, they made contact there. That's a lucky stuff. Still puncture on that car. So Carragher's caught up to Toogood, who's had relative now.
Now on board with Ferreira.
The points caught up to Aaron's.
Aaron sends it onto Jankowski. Not quite
Jankowski's
yet.
still ahead though. Pereira has a nice gap back to Material, who's been involved.
Oh, Jankowski's off.
Oh, Jankowski's up! And he's gone wide, and his rejoin is terrible,
and
he's into the wall. What on earth was Q Jankowski doing there?
Both of the Williams out.
Points. He's out of the German Grand Prix.
He locks up.
He's braking at the 50-meter board, never going to work. Gets onto the gravel.
Very lucky to not lose it here, and then the grass just sucks him out.
Probably didn't expect the grass to be so have to be
Stroke.
lacking so much grip. So now that promotes Michael Teller up into 11th place. So there is a high chance that we might see another HRT scoring points.
There's now Aarons and Pereira side by side, nearly.
This is now gained added importance with the loss of Kwiatkowski. This is now turned into a two-way fight for 7th position. Pereira up into 8th now. He's made a very recovery since being bogged down.
As now Carragher has caught up to Evelyn to a good time, giving us some front pack action.
Here we go then, through the last corner onto the main straight to start lap 25.
6 laps to go.
6 to go, as you said.
This is the home race for Mercedes. This is a very important event for them, and for a driver that just got signed into the team, this is an amazing drive.
Those Bridgestones, are they going to last? Is the fuel going to last in the end of the race? Who knows? Carragher's sitting pretty in the slipstream though, Evelyn too good. Here he comes, he's got a lot more momentum.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
Is he going to send it up the inside?
He is.
Yes, he is.
Very late launch.
Here he goes.
He's done
they
it.
Crunch wheels. Is this the moment?
No.
Too Good has a better exit, but they're still side by side going into turn 8.
Too Good covers Carragher off. Carragher's not sending it yet. Very
He's
close.
not able to do it, and they've lost time to the car behind them. Smith Kubasek, meanwhile, has dropped to 7.3 behind this lot.
Carragher sends it.
And now Carragher into turn 11 again, not going to work, and again he loses more time. He is getting frustrated. He's always trying to put moves on at turn 11. It just doesn't work. He cannot overtake there.
As now, oh no.
Oh, that'll be why Kubasek's losing the time. No front wing on that Ferrari.
What happened? Is it another
Kubasek
break?
was running comfortably in
Yeah,
4th.
he locked up. So brakes.
He's done exactly what Jankowski did, but he's the front wing.
So Murray up into P4, and that's going
Murray
to be Teller into P10.
and this is going to promote everyone behind them into points, which means Michael Teller's in the points.
McHugh is pitting, but to remind you, he lost the front
He
wing.
did lose his front wing earlier on, so if we see Kwiatkowski, oh, he's out of the race, for God's sake. It would have been nice because Jankowski would have been a nice reference point because he opened the first pit window, but he's out of this race.
Now Jones, very close enough. Volyak on the outside of the Lotus is going to send it.
Volyak,
yes,
remember,
he does.
doesn't have to pit again. He's going around. Fantastic overtake from Mihail Volyak on Alex Jones. Okay, it's inferior machinery, but he still needs to have the bravery around the outside and trust.
He's fighting through the field. He's fighting for the points.
He's
going for it.
side through the order, indeed. He's still ahead of Littogrome and it's at Halstead.
He's having one of the better pushes through the field this race, as now Kubasek finally pitting.
Kubasek pitting this lap. Johnson clears him into 5th. And now at the front, Evelyn Toogood is being caught and caught and caught by Carragher and Smith. As we now start lap 27, 4 to go, and Evelyn Toogood is still holding down the race lead.
I believe the Mercedes garage must be basically in shambles now. This is a stressful situation because they do not want what happened to the real Mercedes team in the 2019 German Grand Prix. So
that's a terrible run from Evelyn Toogood. Tried to cut you off. Run out of the corner, and Carragher sitting very prettily in the slipstream now. Smith is a bit closer this time around, so Carragher might have to watch his back when he goes for the move. If he goes for the move, he's gone for it.
Does he?
He's up the inside. He's gained more time than last time, and now look at Smith. He's trying to get involved in that Red Bull. Look at this battle for the lead of the race, and now it's turned into a battle for second as Carragher's
Smith now goes to the outside. Carragher goes to the inside. Carragher's going to take the lead.
He's on the outside. He's going to take the lead. He's taken the lead. Turn 10, and Marco Carragher puts the German Silver Arrow into the lead of the German Grand Prix.
And the grandstands absolutely go wild.
Evelyn Toogood's race-long lead has come to an end on lap 27.
Kubasek is 13th, so didn't lose too much.
He didn't lose much time, no, he's stuck behind one of the HRTs now.
Still has a chance of scoring points.
Lap 28, it looks like it'll be a one-stop race here.
Yeah.
Smith in the slipstream with Evelyn Toogood. Coming towards turn 2, is he going to lunge one?
No,
he's not.
This is not where you make moves.
And now, he's had a bit of a poor run onto 2 wheels there, and Toogood is sitting prettily in the...
But look at the slipstream, look at the slipstream.
Playing Uno reverse card. Smith is also catching up. These guys are being caught by Joseph Murray, but they shouldn't be thinking of that at this moment in time. Too Good goes for a move on the inside. Again, it doesn't really pay off. And this time, Smith's even closer. So now, yeah, Too Good is side by side with Smith through turn 7. Now it's turn 8. She sends one.
She sends a big one and she's in the
She's going
lead.
to retake the lead. She's retaken the lead.
I don't believe it.
Fantastic spirit from her to regain the lead immediately after a devastating blow, losing it. And now, are these guys going to have enough to go at the end of the race? It looks like
this is going to put Too Good into contention for the championship lead. She will be.
She just gained 7 extra points with that one overtake.
She'll be 5 points off of Murray, but mind you, Murray is in the points, so.
He's in P4. Oh, Smith's got a good run on Carrigal here.
Once again on board with Smith.
Actually, no, Carrigal's still with Too Good. I thought that he had a bit of a bad run compared to her, but no. Smith again finds himself in the position where he's helpless.
Also fastest lap to Tame the Young.
1 minute 10.3. Look at the closing speed that Red Bull has. It's already out of the slipstream. It's going down the inside. Is Carrigal going to also go down the inside? Yes, he is. Everyone's going down the inside of each other. And now...
And now Smith loses to so much, and now Too Good gained the position. Too Good keeps the lead.
He's still ahead, just about through turn 7 towards turn 8. Another
but Carrigal sends it, and he's actually done it.
It's done. On the penultimate lap, Marco Carrigal has taken the race lead.
And now Material and Aarons.
Oh my word, Matthias Material's caught up to Aina Aarons. It's trying to take 7th place. Aarons on the inside. Material
got squeezed onto the curb.
Around the outside. Brilliant overtake. And now Carrigal comes around the last corner for to start the final lap of this race.
Is there low on fuel?
Flag, the fuel is low. They might run out of fuel yet. Oh
this is going to be interesting. This is.
Has Carrigal done it a lap too early, just like we saw in the FJ race?
I don't know.
Has he gone a lap early? Because we're on board with Smith here. He's in a similar situation, but he's got to do something differently. He's got to not back off. He's done it again.
Smith's spun out.
Here we go. Evelyn Too Good. Does she send it up the inside of Carrigal? Yes, she does. She's up the inside. She gets a punt from behind. And Carrigal gets a really good exit out of the corner.
I think that's settled.
2 tenths ahead now. Is it going to be a carbon copy? Does Carrigal defend the inside? No, he doesn't. He allows Too Good on the inside, but this time he's defending the outside.
Too Good's going to take it.
Still has the drive, and Too Good takes the lead around the outside of turn 10 on the final lap.
And now Smith sends it. He's still close and into Zach's curve.
I'm losing my voice here. Carrigal is in 2nd place.
Smith sends it.
He's defending from this Red Bull here, who's getting very aggressive. Evelyn Too Good looks like she's going to hold on.
Yeah, Too Good did it. Too Good wins.
And she puts right the mishaps of Jerez by winning the German Grand Prix for McLaren.
Carrigal gets P2 in her
Carrigal
in the team's
takes
home
2nd
race.
from Mercedes at their home race and his debut race.
Smith P3, Murray P4, Johnson P5, Material P6, Pereira P7, Aarons P8. Aarons dropped down a bit, but still amazing debut for
and
the
Teller's
Estonian.
on the points. Teller's 10th. Look at that.
Yeah,
Michael
Teller
Teller has
points.
scored points on track. Here he comes, ladies and gentlemen. Your Michael Teller.
Chinami in 11th. Agus in 12th, Kabusak 13th, Holstead 14th,
Ferrari,
Jones finally, Lettergren finally passed off again. You have the young Jans and McHugh.
Ferrari though, 13th and 14th through the Scuderia. But Evelyn Too Good, it's been
Shane
coming.
McHugh with the fastest lap, 109.
Into the 109s, impressive.
Oh
But
dear.
yeah, it's all about this woman here, Evelyn Too Good, on her cool-down lap.
That is a hell of a drive.
What a performance. When she took the lead at the start of the 2nd stint, she held, stayed composed,
Yeah.
and wins the German Grand Prix. Meanwhile, Red Bull returned to the podium for the first time since Bahrain, believe it or not. And also double points finishes for not just Renault, also Force India. Getting both cars in the top 10.
Amazing drive.
And I must say, Francesco Pereira is a contender for driver of the day because he was all the way down in 19th position or something to finish 7th. Very impressive performance.
Yeah.
So that caps off another hectic race. I don't think it was quite as good as the last two, but still.
We had a safety car.
We had a safety car. It did look, and we had a lot of excitement on that last lap as the leaders went for it. And look at how close 1.8 seconds off the lead come the final, come the checkered flag. But yeah, Renault continue their good form. Where do you think Renault will finish in this Constructors' Championship? They've just bagged another 18 points.
I mean, as a whole season, I think they will finish in the top 5. As of now, I suppose they will, with the upgrades, because now obviously they're going to have some of the prize money. So
I mean,
I
they were
suppose
the only team to outscore them this race was McLaren.
Yeah.
McLaren bagging a impressive 37 points. Renault 18, Red Bull 15, Mercedes also 18, then Red Bull 15. They've outscored Red Bull.
Yeah.
They continue to defy and hope, and will they continue to defy next time? Well, you'll have to tune in to find out. Don't miss it. Where are we off to next?
Next race, mind you, is the British Grand Prix on the Silverstone circuit.
Silverstone. After the FJ kerfuffles that we saw there, hopefully the senior series will provide the same kind of action. But for me, it's goodbye.
And it is goodbye for me. Remember to be safe in the roads, wear your seatbelt, don't drink and drive, and just have a lot of fun while watching the next races. See ya soon. Bye bye.